Well, hello, my sultry Scorpios. How are we this week? Welcome to your reading for the week of the 13th of June 2022. There's an early card for you. I thought there was two we wanted. Okay. So I was going to get one. Spirit said two cards from the Chakra Insight Oracle. Let's have a look. The first card out is the base chakra. Okay, Cancer just got that in their reading as well. So there may be a little bit of extra attention you might want to play to your base chakra. We'll see how it does correlate to the rest of the week. And the second card out is inspiration. The words on the card, if you can't read it, are ideas, spark, conception, and impulse. Oh, Scorpio, that's not like you at all. So, yeah, all right, let's have a look. Some beautiful energies there as in terms of what you might be dealing with for the week. I am using the Tarot of Curious Creatures, so it is the same deck as last week if you were here, and if you were, thanks very much. But it is a design that I have come up with myself. And so the first card out, it's my intention to get all of the cards out first, and then we're going to look at them as a story, pull them apart one by one, just sort of see what's going to be happening for you for the week. So that first card out is the Eight of Pentacles, and it's sitting in the position of your week as a whole. The second card out is the Three of Wands. That's sitting in the position of something unexpected or a surprise this week. The next card out is a card for how we can best stay grounded and focused this week. Another beautiful card for my beautiful Scorpio friends. Next card out is the Sun. All right. Now, as always, I have called in my guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors who love me unconditionally and are of the highest vibration. I would invite you to do the same if you are so drawn. It may just help you connect in with the energy a little bit more. I'm not getting a particular... Oh, that one doesn't want to stay around. Okay, the Hierophant is sitting in the position of our emotions this week. Next card out is the Queen of Swords. Okay. That Queen of Swords is sitting in the position of our inspirations this week. The next card out we're looking for in position number 6 is how we can best support ourselves this week. Four of Swords in that position, how we can best support ourselves. The bottom corner card is the card that's going to hopefully give us some insight into our relationships for the week. Doesn't necessarily need to be romantic relationships. It can be friendships, work relationships. We will take it as it resonates. We'll take it intuitively as the messages come through. So can we please have a card for my beautiful Scorpio friends for the card for the week to help them navigate their relationships? You're holding back from me here a little bit, Scorpio. Are you in one of those secretive moods where you don't want to share what's going on for you? Or are you a little bit torn? That card in that position is the Two of Wands. Is there something you're thinking about? Do I stay or do I go? Is that why you don't want to talk about it? The next card out is in the position of the career. It's going to fill, obviously, the outside of that box. Okay, Seven of Swords in the position of your career. And the final card on the outside of the box is our message from the universe. and it is the Six of Wands. Okay. So the first thing I'm drawn to is all this indigo color. So obviously this inspiration card is really leaning into that third eye chakra. So it's that idea of opening up the third eye, that tapping into that intuition. Excuse me, this incense is coming straight at me. Opening up that intuition, being open to receiving new ideas, new creativities, new sort of, it could even be some activations or downloads being in that third eye center as well. But what I'm being drawn to here is that same indigo color is reflected in many of the cards. So we've got it in the Hierophant's groovy leggings there. We've got it with the Queen of Swords in the blanket that's covering the sloth in the Four of Swords. We've got a darker version of it here in the Seven of Swords. So this might be a very important message for you this week, is really trusting your intuition. That's, in terms of the overall sense, that's kind of probably the only really important message I'm getting. You've got the three sword energies, which a few of the readings have had quite a lot of sword energies. So it may well be that just this week for all of us, we're kind of dealing with all that heady intellect stuff, you know. You've actually got no cups at all. So you've got none of that sort of emotion type energy coming in. You're very much stuck in this head energy. So there may be some advice that comes through in terms to how to deal with, you know, some of that black and white stuff, because you are missing that cup energy. You're missing that connection in with your heart. And even here with the base, with the chakra cards, you know, you've got the base. So you're right down here. You're concentrating on being connected and earthed and grounded, and you're also connecting in with your third eye. But you're kind of cut off from your heart chakra with the lack of the cups. You've got a little bit of green here, but not an overwhelming, you know, Scorpio's in charge of their emotions this week. Does that make sense? All right, let's see how we can break it down, how we can help you through the week. Incense is going crazy. You probably can't see it so well on the camera, but it's really coming at me. So the first card out is the Eight of Pentacles. As I said, this is sitting in the position of the week as a whole. So this might very well be a week where you're just focusing on mastering your craft, okay? There's something that you're doing that you are very good at, and you're passionate about it, okay? This particular Eight of Pentacles talks about the passion related to this hard work. So some of the Eight of Pentacles talk about burning the candles at both ends and trying to find that medium, that happy balance. But this card says you're actually enjoying the hard work because it's something that you love and something that you're passionate about. And it's something you are potentially a great craftsman. So it feels like you're sort of really just happy concentrating on that for the week, if that makes sense. And with that red background, it may be something that does help you to stay grounded. It does help you to really earth in and keep that sense of security and being held. Okay, I'm just going to move this incense out of the way. It's going a bit crazy. So the next card out, something quite a lot needs to be cleared here today, Scorpio. The next card out is the Three of Wands. This is in the position of something that may be unexpected or a surprise this week. So I see this less related to its position in the layout and more related to that first card of the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like, and if we want to talk about that balance, you know, the balance of working too hard, there is a little bit of that with the Three of Wands, okay? So what this is saying is you have put in the work, you are putting in the work, and, you know, you are going to continue to put in the work, but some of the work you've already done, you've already put that out to the universe. So you've letting go control of it, and you're just you are going to, and I know you are going to be able to do this, Scorpio, which is great, but you're going to be able to let go of any attachment of the outcome, and you're just going to, you're going to patiently wait for, and this is the ships coming in card, so you're going to patiently wait for your ships to come in. You're going to, because you are tapped into this third eye, that this expansion will be provided to you, okay? You know that you've done the hard work. You know that you've put it out to the universe and it's going to come to you. So I don't know that it's really a surprise. One of the other sides got this card in the same position as well. And, it's a difficult card to read in that position. So the literal interpretation I gave to them, which may also be accurate for you too, is that there literally may be a surprise this week that is a gift or something that you maybe have ordered online or something like that, but there may well be something that's coming in this week, potentially across the seas, and it might be something that you thought had got lost, or it's a surprise gift from someone, a relative or a friend or something from the other side of the world. So that may be the surprise element of it. Not 100% sure. So if that resonates, please drop me a comment in the box below and let me know how it does if so. The next card out is the Sun, and it's sitting in the position of how we can stay grounded and focused this week. And look, what a great way for us to stay grounded and focused. Depending on where you live in the world, you might be able to actually get yourself into some sunshine this week and use that beautiful vitamin D, use that, that nutrition of the sun to actually enliven and vibrate and, give you that sense of joy and peace and abundance and, overwhelming kind of heart explosion love, So I think what it is here is doing is inviting you to actually step in and receive that nourishment. So see if you can focus on that. If you are in a part of the world that doesn't have a lot of sun this week, try doing some sort of meditation and actually tapping in, visualizing that connection with that sun. Okay, so there's so much healing that the sun, even in meditation, can provide to us. The other thing that's really coming through there is that obviously the yellow, so on the yellow sands, the yellow sun, and in terms of that position, how I can stay grounded and focused, I'm being drawn to talk about the yellow being connected to the solar plexus. So there's very much this sense of knowing who you are, and if you look at that lizard, she's really rocking who she is. She knows who she is, and that's that solar plexus energy. It's that sense of I am. It's that sense of this is who I am. Don't mess with me. I am strong. I am capable. I am, you know who you are. Whatever those things are, you are able to stand confidently in those things, and you don't waver on those things. Does that make sense? And we've got some cards here in the reading as well that help to corroborate that. So we've got the Six of Wands, which is this standing tall and proud, receiving acknowledgements because you know that you've rocked it. You know that you've done a great job. The Queen of Swords as well is she is sorry, it's that incense is really getting to me. The Queen of Swords is that she's sitting on that throne, and it's a place of justice and a strong truth. She absolutely is able to speak and communicate her truth. The next card out is the Hierophant. It's sitting in the position of your emotions this week. So where I see this sitting in terms of the layout is actually coming again back to this third eye chakra. So the Hierophant is often about you know, it's like a spiritual, what kind of drives you spiritually? Like who are your spiritual, maybe guides, mentors? And the sense that I'm getting is that you actually don't need any particular spiritual guides or mentors. Don't be putting anyone else or any system that may be potentially a little bit antiquated. Don't be putting anything on a pedestal, because you are your own best guide. And, you know, look how independent and quirky and different and individual you are. There is only one of you, okay? So why, if you're so amazing and unique and individual, why would you need to be putting somebody else on a pedestal? Why would you be listening to advice of someone who, you know, may even very well be just a self-professed mentor? I'm led to talk about, I got stuck watching a series on Netflix last night called Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey, and it was about you know, some of the stuff that happened with the fundamentalist Mormons in the US in terms of some of the underage brides, etc. So this guy was being absolutely, you know, they were calling him the prophet, and he was marrying off, you know, 12, 13, 14-year-olds to old men. So, you know, people see, and I don't want to offend anyone here, but obviously that's child abuse, okay? So, but the people who are looking to that religion as a framework, you know, like, is it really for somebody's best and highest soul to be giving of yourself, giving of your beliefs over when you have to be your best guide? Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. So in terms of your emotions, let's get it back to that position, is that you're going to be the best guide to navigate through your emotions this week. So if you are struggling with anything, do tap into that connection to source, tap into that third eye, tap into those intuitive messages, and see if you get any guidance there. I don't really see a lot of troublesome energies for you this week. I don't see that your emotions are going to be really you know, up and down or challenged really much at all this week anyway. Sorry, I did get on a bit of a rant there about that show. It was pretty pretty enthralling. So the next card out is the Queen of Swords, and she is sitting in the position of your inspirations this week. So I feel like that, you know, she really does tie into that sense of I am with the sun. And so in terms of inspiration, I think maybe there will be somebody who comes into your life that fits this kind of or I guess it's a stereotype, but it may well be a feminine energy. It may well be somebody who is a truth seeker, a truth speaker, somebody who communicates you know, confidently and strongly and clearly, and is really brilliantly witted. So there may be somebody that's coming in this week that is an inspiration to you in that way. And I know you're not going to be putting them on a pedestal, because, you know, we are our own best guides, as we've just talked about. But even so, they might have some brilliant, inspiring advice for you. Alternatively, you can use this archetype, is the word I was looking for before, use this archetype to inspire yourself. Okay, so even if it's not a real person, you can draw on those qualities to maybe navigate any situations that see you in a position where you would like to be that clear communicator, where you would like to be sitting in that position of, you know, truth finder, truth speaker. The next card out is the Four of Swords. This is sitting in the position of how we can best support ourselves. Now, this one seems pretty obvious to me. Hopefully, you know your cards and it is to you. So we've got the Four of Swords. This is about stopping, resting, relaxing. So having some recharge time. We've got the Sloth here. So who doesn't know how to rest, recharge, and relax more than that? Okay, so you may have had some difficult energies coming in from the Three of Swords. There may have been maybe even some heartbreak, disappointment, loss, that sort of thing. The thing I am drawn to here is obviously that purple blanket, sheet, wrap, whatever it is, around that sloth. It's drawing me back, obviously, to this inspiration card. So rather than doing what I did yesterday and spending a few hours in front of television watching Netflix, see if you can actually use that downtime to tap in, maybe do some meditation if you're drawn to do that. But certainly some quiet time, okay? So don't feel like you need to step in and fill that space with doing stuff, if that makes sense, okay? So even if it's quiet time, going for a walk, don't take a Walkman, don't take music with you. Just walk in nature and just appreciate all that's around you. Maybe even sit out under the stars at night if you can, if that's something that you're drawn to as well. But that's how you can best support yourself this week. All right, you've heard it here first. The next card out is the Two of Wands. It's in the position of your relationships. So this is very much a do I go or do I stay type energy. I want to sing. Do I sing? Do you think I'm crazy? Do I stay or do I go? Anyway, that's enough. Okay. So in terms of relationships, you might be thinking, do I stay or do I go? Okay. I don't get the sense that it's necessarily a romantic relationship. It may well be in terms of, maybe relationships with friends or workmates, or I get the sense that maybe some relationships are a little bit outdated, and you're looking to expand your horizons. You're looking to go on a new adventure. Look at this curious cat ready to go on a new adventure, step out of that comfort zone, and kind of push yourself a little bit. We get a little bit stale and comfortable in that space of staying where we are. So I hope that makes sense in that position there. It certainly does to me. But in the position of your career, you have the Seven of Swords. So look, there may well have been some trickery, betrayal, deceit, that sort of Seven of Swords energy there. Alternatively, it could be that you are being asked to look at how you can employ certain tactics to navigate your week in your career this week. Okay, so it doesn't always necessarily have to be a negative energy, this idea of the Seven of Swords. It could be that you have to figure out the best way to tactically steal those swords and get away without anybody seeing you. Okay, so obviously I don't promote any sort of underhanded, sneaky behavior, but it might be that this is something tactical that is required, that is above board. Does that make sense? Okay. The final card we have on the outside of the box is the Six of Wands, and this is our message from the universe. So what this is telling me is that you've worked damn hard, okay? You're moving into a position this week where you are receiving due reward and accolade for the hard work that you have done. And what I see here is that you can actually, and it might be a challenge for some people, but you can actually stand confidently and almost lap it up and go, yeah, do you know what? I've done an amazing job, and I'm just going to, enjoy it for a bit. So my beautiful Scorpio friends, I do hope that resonates for you. If it does, please do like, share and subscribe, and hope to see you next week. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.